Decimals. Decimals are another form of fraction, another format of fraction. That means the fraction can be written as a decimal. The fraction can be written as a decimal, and a decimal can be written as a fraction. So how we can? And fractions. See, 2 by 3 is a fraction. 3 by 10 is another fraction. Okay. The difference between this 2 by 3 and 3 by 10 is here the denominator is 10. In a fraction, when the denominator is a multiple of 10, for example, 3 by 10 or 3 by 100 or 4 by 1000 or whatever, when the denominator is a multiple of 10, such a fraction we call decimal fraction. Because then only we can convert it into decimal. So such a fractions are called decimal fraction. 2 by 3 is a normal fraction. 3 by 10, 3 by 100, 4 by 1000, all we call it decimal fraction. Now, a fraction, how can we write as a decimal? You already learned this in earlier classes, but let us. So before that, first let me introduce the parts of a decimal. I will write a decimal here, 217.35 or 354. Okay. So here, decimal point, the left side of decimal point is whole number part. Right side of decimal point is decimal part. So 217. 217 is a whole number, so we can put the place value here. Ones place, tens place, 100 place. So 217. So here the place value goes from right to left. But in decimal, the place value goes from left to right, in that order. And there is no ones place in decimal. Decimal place, the place value start with the, this is 1 by 10, that is 10th. In whole number, we call it tens place. Here 1 is in tens place. But here 3 is not in tens, it is in 10th place. 5 is in not hundreds place, it is 100th. After writing 100, th, 100th place. And 4 is in 1000th place. Not thousands, 1000th. So I have to understand the difference between hundreds and 100th, tens and 10th, thousands and 1000th. So how the place value will come? So here, place value of 7. What is the place value of 7? 7th place value is here. One's place, no, so it is 7. 1 is in tens place, so its place value is 1 into 10, 10. 2 in 100 place, so its place value 2 into 100, so 200. Now let us come to the decimal part. Here, 3. 3 is in 10th place, so its place value 3 into 1 by 10, so 3 by 10. Place value of 5, 5 is in 100th place, so 5 into 1 by 100 or 5 by 100. And place value of 4 will be 4 by 1000. So this is how the place value come. There is no ones place, starting with the 1 by 10, 1 by 100, 1 by 1000. Like that, the place value will go in a decimal. Next step. Suppose I write a decimal 1.5. So it has one decimal place. Decimal place means after the decimal point, how many digits are there? That is the decimal place. Here after the decimal point, only one digit 5 is there. So this is a decimal with one decimal place. So if you want to convert it into fraction, fraction means we can convert in decimal fraction. So we have to write this without the decimal, write the number without the decimal. And since it has only one decimal place, denominator should have 1 0. So 1 0 means it is 10, 15 by 10. Or we can write it another way because here whole number part is there, greater than 1 is there. So 1 we can write as the whole number and take only this 0.5. 0.5 means 5 by 10. So we can write it as mixed fraction 2. A decimal which has whole number part greater than 1 or greater than 1, we can write it as mixed fraction 2. Another example, 2.35. So here, two decimal places are there. So 235 you have to write by two decimal place, so to 20 you need. So 235 by 100, or you can write it as 2 is the whole number part. The same whole number part will come for the fraction also. Then 0.35 only you convert into fraction. So 35 by 100. So 235 by 100. Now 0.001. So here the number is 1. So write the 1 and here 3 decimal points are there. So 30 we need. So 1000. Another one, 1000 to 1023, 1.237. So how can we write? Write the number as it is and 3 decimal places are there. So 1000 will come, or you can write it as 1,237 by 1000. This is how we will convert a decimal into fraction. How many decimal places are there? That much 0 should be in the denominator. Now let us see how a fraction is converted to a decimal. So here, first we will discuss only decimal fraction because other fraction is not that easy to convert decimal. That we will learn later. Now we will discuss only about how to convert a decimal fraction into decimal. So suppose 3 by 3 by 10. 3 by 10 means here only 1 0. So the decimal should have only one decimal place. So here we have one digit 3. So that 3 will come after the decimal place. So we have to put a decimal point here. So here whole number part is not there. So we can just put a 0. If you didn't put 0.3, if you put also no problem. So 0.3. Now another one. Suppose it is 23 by 10. So after the decimal, only one digit we need. So 3, last digit, the end, once the place you take. So it will be 2.3. Another one, 568 divided by 100. So 2 zeros are there. So we need 2 decimal place. That means 2 digits should be there after the decimal. So last 2 digit you take. So 68, then the decimal will come here, 5.68. So after the decimal, we have 2 decimal places. Another one. Suppose 27 by 1000. So here 3 zeros are there. So we need 3 decimal places. But we have here only 2 digits. So 3 digit, what we will do? The third digit after the decimal, 3 digit we need. So 27 we will write. So if I put the decimal point here, after the decimal only 2 decimal are there. We need 3 decimal. So you may think, okay, I will put a 0 here. No, that is wrong. Okay, that we cannot do because a decimal number with a 0 in the end, there is no value because 0.270 is same as 0.27 only. So that is not correct. So we have to add the decimal, the 0 before this number. Here will come. 0.027. So please understand 0.5 is same as 0.50 or 0.5000. All these represents the same decimal 0.5. Whereas 0.5 and 0.05 are not equal. They are different decimals. That means this ending 0 has no value. Then why we are putting that means in case we have to add or subtract decimal, not like decimal. What do you mean by like decimal? Like decimal means decimal with the equal number of decimal places. Suppose I want to subtract 2.3, 2.35 from 5.6. So 5.6 has only one decimal, 2.35 two decimal. So we need to make both in like decimal. So I need to add a 0 here so that both will become equal decimal places. Then you have to subtract as if you subtract 516 minus 235. So here we will cut it and this will become 5. So here 5 will come, here 2 will come, here 3. So this is for that reason, addition or subtraction, we are using the putting the 0 to make it like decimal. So this is the introduction of this decimal, how to convert decimal into fraction, decimal fraction into decimal. A few more example I will show you. Suppose I need to convert 15 by 10. So it is what will come? 1.5 will come. 1 by 1000. 3 zeros are there. Here only one digit, only one is there. So I need to put 2 0 before. 0.001 will come. So I hope you understood this. Now we learn more on decimals in the next class. Okay, then bye.